Max's was born in the year 1945, towards the end of the Second World War, when a Stanford-educated teacher named Maximo Jimenez befriended a whole bunch of American GIs who lived in the area around his home in Scout Tuason, Quezon City. He began to invite them into his home. First, it started out with just simple fare and some drinks, but as the friendship became deeper, and the desire to be more hospitable arose, his niece developed her own recipe of fried chicken to offer to the guests. And while this started as an offering just for the American GIs, word started to spread to the surrounding community, and soon Filipinos started to come to Max's for the fried chicken. The most popular condiment at that time was the very recent Filipino invention called banana ketchup. When we speak about Philippine culinary preferences, banana ketchup is number one in the market. And I think that's very interesting because if you think about it, a lot of the foods that are served on the daily Pinoy table tend to be fried foods. Very simple, basic fried foods. No? And the taste of these dishes tends to be very single-dimensional. It's just that one basic salty flavor. We're looking for complexity. If you look at signature Filipino cuisine, there's always a complexity of flavors. The sourness of sinigang, the savoriness of a kare-kare. Filipinos always chase that. And I think the complexity that they get by mixing the almost impossible to describe flavor of banana ketchup, the tanginess and sweetness and saltiness and sourness all in one bite, perfectly goes with the saltiness of the basic Pinoy prito. To some extent, we use banana ketchup as a way to allow us explore broader culinary diversity without letting go of our basic day-to-day prito. So step one is always getting banana ketchup and really pouring out a whole lake of it. We're not shy when it comes to our sausawan. Take note, they always want their own separate saucer just for the ketchup. No? And it's funny because even in a family of 5 at one table, you'll see each of them has their own saucer of ketchup because each one of them has their own timpla or their own blend. So first you have this lake of banana ketchup, and depending on how much complexity and saltiness you want to add, you can just put as much Worcestershire sauce as you want. I really enjoy the depth and the richness of Worcestershire, so I really put a lot. But I've seen a lot of people who put even more than I do. And then you just blend it all together. One thing that I think we have to be proud of as Filipinos, not everything that we do is Instagram perfect, but we just love the honesty and the authenticity of our stuff. And then if you like, several dashes of hot sauce. No? So again, I would never call this the most beautiful sausawan in the world. But when you put it in the mouth, everything is just absolutely perfect for me. And that's when I know that I've got the perfect mix. It's sweet, it's salty, it's spicy, all in one go. And I know when I dip my fried chicken into this, it's going to be perfect. Fantastic. I'm hitting all 5 flavors. I'm getting the saltiness of the fried chicken. I'm getting the base sourness, a little bit of bitterness. There's a sweetness to it, and that spice that I love, all in one bite. Even if it's the most simple fried chicken of all, the complexity in the mouth is just something else. When I close my eyes and try to imagine the perfect bite of food, I imagine a whole blend of rich flavors. I'm looking for a simple saltiness. I'm looking for a delicate crispness, but I'm also looking for notes of sharpness. I'm looking for accents. I'm looking for boldness, all in one bite. And that's why I think every bite of Max's fried chicken, which we always consider to be fried chicken at its most authentic, it's such a great base to complement the tanginess and the sharpness of flavor of banana ketchup. banana ketchup, I think, has always been such a nice conversation starter when it comes to visitors from other nations and other cultures. Because the obvious question is, I didn't know you could even make ketchup out of bananas. And why would I even put banana ketchup in the fried chicken? But what we always try to preach whenever we try to reach out to other cultures is that blend of the familiar and the peculiar. Filipinos have always been so good in blending. When we talk about banana ketchup, the concept itself seems sometimes unnatural. Who would ever think of putting banana in a ketchup? And I think this just goes back to the Filipino attitude of embracing the global culture. Even back in 1945, we weren't able to get enough tomatoes to make a ketchup, so we took what was locally available and locally loved, bananas. We processed it, blended it all together, and end up with something that is both global, ketchup, but so truly Filipino, banana ketchup. And that's one of the most surprising thing for our guests whenever we open up a new branch in another country. Our guests will always ask, what is this banana ketchup? I didn't know you could make ketchup out of bananas. And we're proud to say, this is truly something that is so utterly Filipino, but also so global at the same time.